Today, I'm diving into one of those perfectly ordinary days work, errands, and the usual hustle. But here's the thing ordinary doesn't mean meaningless. Sometimes, it's in the most mundane moments that we have the chance to notice what's real, what's true. Maybe it's the quiet connection we feel with a stranger in the line at the store, or the unexpected joy of crossing something off our never ending to do list. These small moments, they're the heartbeat of our days, the proof that even in the everyday chaos, there's beauty. So let's lean in, slow down, and find the magic in this beautifully ordinary day together. The reason that I wash them out, by the way, they're glass, and you have to pay a bottle deposit, which is like $3, plus the milk itself is already like $5. So if you bring them back, then you get your $3 back, and I don't want it sitting here with rotten milk, so I washed it out. Okay. My stuff. Okay, I gotta put my camera away. Okay, my purse. I always say I'm gonna wear different shoes, and then it gets to be 5:35, and I'm like, no, I'm just gonna wear the same ones. Oh boy. Okay. Here's my camera. It's my choice of shoes, which will probably wear these. I know, very professional. ice because I'm so obsessed with that ice. I can't use the big ice that they have at work. I don't even think they have big ice. They keep saying that they're going to replace the ice maker, but and they don't do it. Okay, coffee. Oh boy. So heavy. And the electronic lock on my door doesn't work. It's not. Good morning. I cannot believe my car is a year old already. Oh boy. Yes, it needs to be washed very badly. Oh. Okay, go away. Turn that off so we don't get banned on YouTube. Okay. That's the trip to work. Do you see that? 43 minutes. No, 43 miles. 49 minutes. And it is 5:47. It is also 100% oh dark 30 out here. It's like super gross.
I cannot stand the way you look at me. You got me reaching for something more. And please forgive me, I can hardly breathe. And now you got me painting roses on the bedroom floor. And Mr. Hazel eyes, Mr. Golden skies, you don't see what you're doing to me. And Mr. We're just friends, you know.
Just got to work. It is 6:37. 43 degrees outside. Oh, why is it 43 degrees? So it's lunchtime and I'm going to get some lunch, and I'm just noticing all of the gorgeous colors on the trees. I think I passed a bunch of them, but it's really pretty this time of year. Super pretty. This is my lunch. This is my favorite place. I used to eat here every single day. I get a veggie because I'm a vegetarian. Yeah, I used to eat there every single day, and there's only like 2 in Boston. But it's really good. If you haven't tried it, check them out. It's really good. Okay, so I made a quick stop at Target, and I spent way too much money. But I'm going to see my parents next week, so there was a few things that I had to get, and it's my niece's birthday. So there's a few things that I had to get. So, all right. On the way home now. I hope. It says, what does it say? 15 miles, 24 minutes. Not too bad. Not great. Ugh. But not terrible. Also, between the wind and the heat and having to walk down the hill at work, I had to go to a different building today to do a video. And it was a lot. Anyway, all right, let's go home. All right. There's all my stuff. Too much stuff. It's kind of insane, to be honest. That was my car locking itself. I love that it does so much by itself. It's super nice. It's super nice that my building has an elevator. I don't know what I would do without it. So here's what I got. I've already actually started putting some stuff away. Zyrtec, because I have asthma really bad and allergies make it worse. I got this, whoops, and this, because I saw this thing on Instagram that it's supposed to help if you have like blackheads. So I don't know, I'm gonna try it, we'll see. I got mini brands, which I love mini brands. So I got some of the retro ones. What else? Makeup removers. I got some of these too because I'm going to see my parents next week. And then something else that I love, Tupperware. It's such, I don't want to be rude, but I feel like it's such an old lady thing, but somehow I still love Tupperware. I guess that makes me an old lady. I don't really care though, because I have so much of it. It's not even funny. Anyway, I got a couple of dog toys. I don't have a dog, but my parents do. They have a miniature Dachshund. So this toy is probably almost as big as she is. She's pretty little. And then I got a Lego set for my niece. It's her birthday coming up, so I need to get that shipped. I need to get it wrapped and then sent to her. So yeah, and then I got a couple of other things, just like some food, some snacks. And I think some body wash. I think that was it. Yeah, nothing really too terribly exciting. It is 4:45, almost 5 o'clock. And it's been a long day. I've been awake for 12 hours now. And that's not usually a milestone for me in any day, except for when I wake up at 4:45, because I'm tired then. All day long I'm tired. I can hardly function. My eyes hurt because I'm so tired. I can't even think to, like, I had this great idea for this video last night when I was laying in bed trying to sleep. And now I can't even remember what the idea was. Because that is my life. That's what happens when you live. I mean, it's only like 40 miles, 35 miles, something like that. It's not that far. And I grew up in Kansas. We lived 45 miles outside of town, and that was 45 minutes. And it didn't matter what time of day you went, it was always 45 minutes. Not here. Not here. Here's a totally different story. It's a whole new thing. So, anyway, just a typical day, going to work. So yeah, I finished out the workday at home, and now I'm gonna go take a bath. Yeah, and then we'll make dinner. I was gonna show you what I made for dinner, and I just realized that I totally spaced that. I did not do that at all. Whoops. You know what? I have a video of me making pizza from last week that I was going to do a whole video and I haven't. So maybe I will show you the video of me making pizza here. I got a new pan that I'm super excited about. I keep seeing all of these videos about people making pizza, like deep dish pizza in this type of pan, which is cast iron. It's like super, super heavy. But the pan was only $20 from Amazon, of course. So we're going to try it out and see how it goes. Okay, so I know that I have made pizza on this channel before, but we're going to start from the beginning because this is a whole different kind. This is like deep dish, like Pizza Hut deep dish, which is one of the things I miss about Pizza Hut. I live just outside of Boston, and we don't have Pizza Hut here. So, let's get started. Ignore my giant mess over here. We are going to start with flour and sugar. And we are putting it in the KitchenAid mixer. Oh, here we go. Oh, you know what? Actually, I lied. We're not going to start with flour. We're going to start with water. I'm going to take all the junk out. This is a dough hook. This video is way too close up. This is a dough hook. Put that on. Then we need yeast, which I keep my yeast in the freezer. And we are going to do a tablespoon. Might as well get the cup out too. Going to do a tablespoon of yeast. I have the water running so it will get hot because I have a tankless water heater, so it takes a hot minute for it to get hot. Once it does get hot, then set this up here so you can actually see it. I have a thermometer and we're going to measure the temperature. We want it to be between 110 and 115. No more than 115 because then the yeast won't rise. Now we're going to put the sugar in. Probably can't hear me because of the air conditioner, but we're going to do 2.5 tablespoons of sugar. That makes the dough just a tiny bit sweet, but it also helps the yeast. So the temperature says 113, which is perfect. So we're only going to use a cup, though. We don't need all of this. So we're just going to pour a cup in there. And then we are going to wait for it to bloom. All right, it looks nice and bubbly, very, very frothy. So now we're gonna put the flour in. This is flour. This is a special kind of flour that I get from Italy. You can buy it on Amazon. It's just, it doesn't have a lot of the chemicals in it that, there's a bunch of chemicals that are banned in Europe that they still put in food in the United States for some weird reason. All right, so we are doing 2.5 cups of flour ish, and then we're gonna turn it on. Don't let the bowl up first, and it's gonna mix for about 10 to 15 minutes. We're also gonna put some oil in too. I have this kind of oil, so we're gonna put some of that in there too. Let's get our cast iron pan ready. Ignore my messy sink. I know it looks very gross. Pretty sure you're not supposed to wash it with soap. I know that. Does it say? After each meal, hand wash your cookware, dry promptly, apply a thin layer of cooking oil to the entire surface. Oh, okay. All right. I can do that. I wonder if you're supposed to use a scratcher on it. It doesn't really say. I guess we will just use hot water and hope for the best. This feels so weird. Not the pan, just like not washing it with soap. It's kind of freaking me out. Not gonna lie. Okay, paper towels probably. There we go. I guess it's clean. I can't even begin to tell you how weird it feels not cleaning something with soap. Okay, so we have the dough. It has been rising for about 30 minutes. And it looks good. I'll leave this over here because there's still a couple of things that I need to do. We are going to put cheese around the edge to make it like truly deep dish. And the recipe that I got, kind of making this up as I go along, but I did watch this video on YouTube, which if I remember, I will link in the video description. They said to put cheese around the outside that is cheddar cheese. So, I have some cheddar cheese. Okay. Have sauce. Have mozzarella for the actual pizza. And then I got this, which is Vermont Sharp. And it needs to be grated. So I need to find, what did I do with my KitchenAid mixer attachment? Ha! As soon as I said that, I remembered exactly where I put it, which is a very strange place to put it, but that's where it went. Okay. There's a screw on the side, which You can't see because you're on the wrong side. There's a screw here. You unscrew that, and then you wiggle that in there, and then you screw it back in there. Okay, that works. Cheese. We are gonna cut it. We're gonna cut it. Here's my instructions. They're super, super professional. We're gonna cut it like this because otherwise it won't fit in the KitchenAid thing. Bam! I don't have a bag because that is what it's going into. Hopefully this is not a total disaster. I'm not a professional. I just want to specify that. This has been a disaster in the past. So as much as I love my KitchenAid mixer, I have to say that this whole setup is challenging. If you have a better way of doing this, please let me know because there's so many moving pieces. This comes out and this comes out, so you have to push both of them down. I have dropped one of these before and broken it. You have to buy a whole new piece because it's just as much to buy one of these pieces as it is to buy the whole thing, which is crazy. But that is the world that we live in right now. Okay. So then you just empty the rest of it in there. It's almost a 2-person job, which is like super crazy. Shredding cheese should not be a 2-person job. And if you put a bowl on the bottom, believe me, I have tried that. If you put a bowl down here, because the bowl has to sit on the counter, otherwise you have to have something to prop the bowl up. If you put a bowl on the counter, the cheese just goes everywhere. It doesn't stay in one place. So, yeah, somebody who didn't use this thing designed it. Or I'm completely doing it wrong. I don't know. It could also be that I'm doing it wrong. I'm trying to get all of this in the frame, and it's not really working very well. I know I say this in a lot of my videos, but nobody really talks about how difficult it is to film stuff while you're doing it. It's not easy. You really have to think about things in a whole different way. And then you end up doing things at really weird angles. It's a lot. Okay. This is probably overkill, like to get all of these little pieces off of here. I don't know, it just bothers me throwing it away. Okay, I think it's time to assemble our pizza. So, this is a pizza. The first thing that we're going to do is put oil in the pan. This is also extra virgin olive oil. And this is a deep dish pizza. So, it has a lot of oil in it because you want it to be crispy. And it has a lot of cheese, and the cheese is going to make it crispy too. Next, we are going to take our dough. Oh, you know what I did not do? I didn't put the seasoning in the dough. I have my black truffle garlic seasoning, and I did not put that in the dough. This is like the first time I've screwed that up. Okay, so one of the things that they said is that you have to be careful not to like punch the dough down like too much. I think we're probably going to let it rise again, actually, because if we can't punch it down, then I've already screwed it up. Because I definitely have punched it down. Hold on. My camera's gonna have like gooey stuff on it. Okay. Plus, everybody that I've seen making these has like a super, super thick crust. Like massively thick. I remember, it's been a long time since I've had deep dish pizza because I only ever had it at like Pizza Hut. And I remember the crust being a little bit thicker than regular, which this is not thick enough. So I'm going to do something really weird and put more dough in the middle, and that's probably going to make it like super weird. It's going to have like layers of dough. People are going to comment. I don't think it's like too terrible. I mean, there's probably going to be some weird layer in there, but it's totally fine. Okay, if it was not already 6 o'clock, I would probably let it rise. But it is 6 o'clock and I'm like starving. So it's not gonna rise. We're not gonna make it rise the second time. Okay, so now we have sauce, which I make pizza so much that when I open sauce, I just stick it in the fridge. So that's why it's in this funky bowl. That's probably too much sauce. Okay, we'll call that good. Then we're gonna do cheese. We just have mozzarella cheese. I don't remember how the guy in the video did his. He may have put the cheese around the edge on first, but we're here, so it's going on last. Okay, plenty of cheese. Now we're doing the cheddar cheese around the edges. This is, he called it frico, I think is what he called it. It's an Italian term. So, actually it goes like this. It's an Italian word for like crusty cheese around the edge, I guess. So we're just gonna pull it back a little bit and put cheese, because we want it to be like around the edge of the crust and at the bottom a little bit. My crust is probably not going to be as tall as everybody else's was because I'm not going to let it rise again because I'm like starving, and it still has to cook for another 30 minutes. Okay. There's a lot of cheese on this pizza. I mean, I'm not concerned about it. I like cheese, but yeah, it's a lot. Okay, a little bit more. Now it goes into the oven for 25 minutes. I might actually put some of my seasoning around the edge. Let me see if I can do this without it being like a total disaster. Maybe just like in the cheese. I'm trying so hard for there to not just be like this huge clump that falls down. Like that. Okay, hopefully that will be okay. What did I say, 25 minutes in the oven? I don't know if I can hold the camera and put it in the oven. Okay. There it is, 25 minutes. Okay, hope you can hear me over the air conditioner. Look at that! Oh my god! Oh, it looks so good! Oh my god, I am so excited for this. Look at that! It looks absolutely amazing. Wow. Okay, let's look at the bottom. And because oftentimes with these pizzas, you have to finish them on the stove. So, let's see. Huh. It has so much cheese around it. It's kind of crazy. Oh. It probably needs just like a little bit. I don't know if you could see it. Maybe like 5 minutes. I'm gonna have to remember like not to grab this. Okay. Oh wait, is that the right one? Okay, so the large one, let's just do it. Just make it just a little bit crispier, but holy cow. That is absolutely amazing. Okay, so it's been a couple of minutes. This is getting all bubbly and crackly. Oh, it's so nice and golden brown. I don't know if you can see it. Let me show you. There you go. Yeah, that is like killer. Okay, it's been 2.5 minutes. I think I'm gonna call it with the burner. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to take it out of this pan. Loosen up the edges. Love it. Love it so much. This is probably the best pizza that I've ever made in my life. Okay, pizza number 2 is in the oven. So, let's cut this up. What's the appropriate knife? Why do I feel like it's this one? Let's just go for it. The crunch on the bottom. I mean, can you see that? Holy moly. crunch on the bottom. Ah, it's legit. There we go. All right, should we do the taste test here? Let's just do the taste test here. I need a different knife though. That's a good knife, but it's a little bit too difficult. So let's just dive in. People think I'm super weird. Carly gave me a lot of crap for eating pizza with a knife and fork, but that's me. Look at the bottom of that. Ah, that's awesome. Okay, here we go. It's really hot, but it's really good. The crunch, love the crunch. I'm gonna try one of these pieces of the crust with all the cheese around it. That's killer. I was a little bit worried about cheddar cheese, especially that one, because it's like super sharp. That's amazing. I did not put enough cheese around the edge. I love that. Also, I didn't put enough seasoning around the edge. There's a little bit of salt in that seasoning. Needs more. Yeah, this is some of the best pizza I've ever had. I don't know that I would want to have this kind of pizza every single time just because there's like so much oil in it, but it is really good. 10 out of 10, probably 12 out of 10, we'll definitely do again. You should try it 100%. I'll put the recipe in the description. And I'll post a link to all the stuff that I use. The flour, the sauce, the seasoning, everything. So you have all of that. Definitely try it. That pizza is the best pizza in the whole entire world. I absolutely love it. There's nothing like Pizza Hut deep dish pizza. When it's crispy on the bottom, it is the best. I mean, it's not quite mellow mushroom, but it's like right there. Right there. So tired. So tired I can't even hardly think. I'm watching YouTube right now. This guy, what's this one called? There's several of them. This channel is called Escape to Rural France. It's a good channel. This guy I don't know the whole story because I've only been watching it for a few months now. But I think, so this guy bought this chateau in France that was like, it was bad. It was just really the brick, like the brick walls. All of the floors were gone, and it's this huge building. But like I said, I don't know the story. It's just he posts daily vlogs of fixing it up, and they just barely got the roof on. They're finishing like the last part of the turret because I mean it's gorgeous. It's like if it was in the United States, we would call it the castle here. It's probably not like castle level in France, but it's this massive house. And it's really pretty. I can't wait for them to get to the inside because I know the inside is going to be gorgeous too. So, yeah, and he posts daily vlogs. I don't know how he edits videos every single day, or if it's him that's doing it or for somebody else, I don't know. But that's really cool. So I'm just sitting here watching YouTube. There's several channels that I like to watch. And I'm always looking for new ones because I never seem to be able to find channels with enough videos. So some of my favorites, Tasting History with Max Miller, very good. Matt Carricker, I'm probably saying his name wrong. He did a whole couple of years of renovating an abandoned mansion, and now he's renovating an abandoned resort, which is pretty cool. There's another one that's called How to Renovate a Chateau, which is also in France, which is really good. Their chateau is almost finished. I think they're just working on like the master bedroom, and that's it. It's pretty much finished, and it's gorgeous too. Really, really pretty. What else? I've been watching a lot of Scammer Payback recently. Which is a guy who like sort of baits those scammers. Most of them are in India. There's some in Nigeria though that like scam people out of money. Which is it's good to see that there are people going after them. There needs to be somebody going after them. So that one's really good. What else do I watch? I don't even remember. Oh, Truck House Life. I like Truck House Life. That guy is from Alaska? Yeah, he's from Alaska. Walk With Me Tim. He does hotel reviews. I like him. I found one a couple of weeks ago that's called Keeping Afloat with the Joneses. They have a houseboat in Western North Carolina, and they weren't affected by any of the hurricane that hit the mountains in North Carolina. Now, watching their channel makes me want to buy a houseboat. Flea Bitten Adventures is pretty good. That guy goes to flea markets and stores and things and just kind of gives you a walkthrough of different things, which is really cool. There's a lot of like restoring and repairing stuff that's kind of like ASMR stuff, which I like to watch. Joe Santagato, of course, he's super funny. I should probably be showing you. You probably want to see that more than my face. A lot of the stuff I don't watch. It's just YouTube suggests the weirdest videos to me, and like you watch one video and they're like, oh, do you want to know about Boston baked beans? Like, no, I don't. And it won't go away. Even if you do, like, don't recommend channel, it'll come back. They always do. And like this, I don't want to hear Davy Jones. Like, seriously. You would think that they would do better. I mean, they should have it all figured out with this suggesting videos. I like Jeff Dunham. Not gonna lie, I like Jeff Dunham. He's good. The Repair Shop is actually really good too. I like that show. Oh, Ghost Town Guy. Ghost Town Guy does not make a lot of videos, but he makes the same video over and over again. A lot of Scammer Payback. I like the blue-haired guy. He's funny. Yeah, that's... Oh, and there's Truck House Guy. What else? I just found this guy who's a lawyer who is explaining a lot of different cases that are going on. He has some good videos. These are the Boathouse people. This guy is good too, Jason Allard. He's in New England. He's in Rhode Island, I think. This is How to Renovate a Chateau, which is good. What else? Brian's Life in France. Brian is one of the guys that's on the other one, the first Chateau channel I was telling you about. This one, Escape to Rural France. He's one of that guy's friends. Adventures with Purpose is really good too. They go looking for cars that are at the bottom of rivers and lakes, which is really sad. Like, I'm not gonna lie, their videos are very sad because oftentimes they'll find the cars and the people that are in them. And it's really sad. That's Matt Carricker. Yeah. So anyway, and then Walk With Me, Tim. Oh, I like Cecilia Bromdahl. I actually just bought her book. I just got it today. She just released this book, which is super cool. It is all about living on, I'm not gonna say it right, Svalbard, which is an island that's close to the North Pole. Now I just want to go there. I mean, I've always wanted to go to like Alaska, maybe like Canada, because I want to see the Northern Lights. I'm like super obsessed with the Northern Lights. And I'm so mad because the Northern Lights have been visible in the United States recently quite a bit. And I haven't been able to see them where I'm at. I think there's too much light pollution. Ugh, God, I can't even talk. I haven't been able to see them where I'm at because I think there's too much light pollution. I think that's the problem because I live in the suburbs, but there's so much town just everywhere and there's a lot of lights, a lot of street lights really close to me. So I don't know, maybe the next time that they're visible, I'm going to have to go somewhere outside of town and see if I can see them. So yeah, that's that. Who else? Outdoor Boys. That's Outdoor Guy. I like Outdoor Guy. I don't like the videos where he's like hunting because I don't want to see him killing things. It's icky. I don't like it. I watched one Mythbusters video and now YouTube is like, here's all the videos that Mythbusters has ever made. And I'm like, you know what? Thanks, but no thanks. Okay. Seriously? One was enough. Thanks. I'm good. Yeah, those are my YouTube recommendations. If you have any good channels that you watch, let me know. I'm always looking for some new channels to watch. I end up with a lot of travel ones. I guess a lot of people that I watch travel. They're either traveling or they're renovating something. That's like good content. There was one girl that I was watching that did like videos about crafts, and then she did that for years, like 9 years. And then she bought a house. And now her whole channel went from being about sewing and crocheting and thrifting to about renovating this stupid house. So, yeah, I mean, that was like a total shift. Which, it was a lot. I wouldn't mind watching a channel about renovating a house, but not when you're invested in a channel about sewing and crocheting. Yeah, so if you have any recommendations, let me know. I'm always looking for new stuff to watch. I've kind of just like given up watching TV, aside from like 90 Day Fiancé. There's a couple of shows that I watch. The 90 Day Fiancé Trash Empire. And then there's a couple of other shows like Farmhouse Fixer I like. And I can't think of any others right now. I'm too tired. I need to go to bed. That's what I need to do. Definitely going to bed early tonight. For sure. Oh boy. This thing does display the time, you just can't see with the flash. You can't see it with the flash. I take a picture though, so I'm gonna put a picture over this so you can see. It's 9:30, which is way too late. I should have already been in bed a while ago, but here we are. 7 o'clock meeting tomorrow. It's gonna be rough. All right, good night.